Hello, I'm Heather. I'm 24 years old. I'm having a breast augmentation done by Dr. Natta. I've wanted to have my boobs done now for a couple years. I'm a model, and most of my modeling involves swimsuits, and all over the years I've tried every trick of the trade to try to make my boobs look bigger, and it's just gotten to the point where it's just annoying, downright annoying, and there's a lot of other reasons why I've wanted them done. I mean, they make so many shirts these days for women that don't look good unless you have larger, perky implants. So, after a lot of thinking and a lot of researching, I've decided to go ahead and go through with it. I had to find a surgeon at this point. I did a lot of research on the internet. I've talked to a lot of friends that have had theirs done. Actually, a couple of my friends have gotten theirs done through him, and they all look amazing. I went for a consultation, and so went back, and I talked to the first woman, and she was amazing. She answered any questions that I had at the time. She made me feel very comfortable. Then after she talked to me about just preoperative things, postoperative things, the different risks, asked if I had any questions. Then she took me into the room where I was going to take off my top and put a robe on, and I was waiting for Dr. Natta to come in. So I was sitting there and I was waiting, and I was actually playing on my phone, and when he came in, I felt really rude, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, and I shoved it in my bag really quick, and he was really cool about it, and he actually started talking to me about my iPhone and asked me like questions and small talk about it. And after a couple minutes of talking about that, that's whenever we got into the boob talk. But it actually made me feel really comfortable because it's not every day that you show your breasts to a stranger. So I was pleasantly surprised at how comfortable I was taking off my robe, and I think a lot of it had to do with, he didn't just walk in and be like, okay, take off your shirt, let me see your boobs, So I took my robe off, and I stood there, and I stood up, and he did a lot of measurements, and he looked, and he asked, the one main thing I liked is he asked me what I wanted. He's like, what do you want? What are your ideas? What are your thoughts? Have you decided what type you want? Do you know about the types? And I explained to him, yes, not only did I already know, but the other lady had explained it all to me, and I had no idea how big I wanted. I'm a small C, what they call C- right now, maybe a B+. And I told him, the one thing I don't want to look like I have big fake boobs. I want them to look as natural as possible, which most girls probably do. So I want them to look as natural as possible. I want them to feel as natural as possible. So after he did measurements, he told me that his recommendation would be about 300 cc's in each breast. And I trusted him. Like there wasn't any other question for me. I was like, okay, that sounds good. He asked if I had any questions at all. And I had, examined the website, looked at all the before and after pictures of his other work, watched the video, which is a big deal, because this whole rapid recovery thing, I've heard so many, not bad things about breast augmentation, but just that it's like very painful afterwards, and that you're laid up in bed for days, and that was another one of the main reasons why I did choose Dr. Natta, because he has the rapid recovery program where, you're out shopping the same day, and, you can go to work, you can drive, within a week, and that to me is a big deal, because I don't want to have a surgery that I can't do anything for a week or two. I mean, I'm so outgoing and I love to move around that wouldn't work for me. So the rapid recovery program was like the coolest thing that I'd heard of. And then after watching the video, I couldn't wait for my consultation. So after my consultation with Dr. Natta, he sent me into, we took pictures and all that good stuff. And then he sent me into another office with a lady named Michelle, and she does like the pricing and setting up the appointments and all that, and she was amazing. She made me feel super, super comfortable, even more comfortable than the doctor and the first woman already did. So at this point, all of mine, I'm just excited. I'm excited because I keep thinking like, oh my gosh, I think this is actually going to happen. Like, wow, this is really going to happen. So far, I haven't even had the surgery yet, and I've had a wonderful experience. So surgery's tomorrow morning. And I'm going to have this little video camera by my side, so you will see me in the morning, guys. See ya.
All right, Heather.
Hello.
Are you pretty excited about today?
I'm extremely excited.
You've been waiting for this for a while, haven't you?
I sure have.
Well, listen, today's going to be a fun day. You're going to, afterwards, take your little nap, start doing your stretching, actually jump in the shower, and and
I'm
get
excited
going.
for the nap.
Yeah. So, well, we're excited to hear how this goes for you. So,
Thanks.
you sit back and relax, and you'll wake up with a whole new chest.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. Take care.
Thank you.